This first video takes us to England, where a woman named Becca Jane runs an account that has nothing to do with the paranormal. She usually shares daily life, products she thinks are worth buying, and advice for her followers. That's important to keep in mind while watching, because Becca has no real reason to make a video like this. It doesn't fit her channel or the content her audience follows her for. But one night in her kitchen, her refrigerator suddenly starts doing something she simply can't explain.
Someone needs to send help, or a fucking exorcist, or someone who performs exorcisms and blessings on the house, because what the fuck is going on with my fridge? Like, my fridge door kept swinging itself about while I was trying to clean the fridge. I went behind the fridge, checked nothing was there, checked my kids were sat down, and it just kept fucking happening. Like, what the fuck is this? Look, what the fuck is that? I even had to go upstairs and like show someone else it were happening, because I thought I were going fucking insane. But someone please send help, because I'm about to leave my house, because this is... Or can someone explain? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Someone send help, or send an exorcism, or send someone with blessings that can bless my house, please.
The fridge door starts moving on its own, and it's not simply drifting open because the door is unbalanced. It moves as if something is controlling it, even changing direction. The door pushes open, then moves back toward Becca. What makes it even stranger is the direction. If a door moves towards someone, it could still be pulled by a string. But if it pushes away, that's much harder to explain, because a string can only pull. Something would have to be behind the door to push it open. The problem is, Becca is alone. She even shows the empty living room. Later, a family member comes in to watch with her, but the door continues moving the same way right in front of them. And one final detail: this isn't a modern fridge with an automatic closing mechanism. So, what do you think made that door move? Belu has been doing this for years. She's a paranormal investigator in Thailand who explores abandoned buildings and cemeteries across the country, usually with a crew. But sometimes she goes out alone at night and live streams the entire investigation. Some of you may remember her from the abandoned temple. This time, she's exploring an abandoned school. Her full investigation lasts about 2 hours, but we've taken one section from the middle of it, the part where the building starts making it clear that B isn't really alone.
But...
It must be the janitor. Teacher! Teacher, I'm back for class today. Teacher, today... Oh shit! I'm looking on both sides. I'm looking on both sides. I heard they said it's a janitor, and oh shit! It really is a janitor. That janitor. Whoa!
A dark figure suddenly appears standing directly in front of her. And this isn't mist or just a strange shape in the footage. It looks solid, almost like a person, except it's much darker than anything around it. B immediately reacts. She looks away, but when she looks back, the figure is gone. She approaches the room where it was standing when one side of the double doors suddenly slams shut in front of her. Moments later, the door moves again, and this time she hears what sounds like laughter as the figure appears to peek from behind it. Then B sees a man walking and finally decides to stop investigating and run. Watch closely as she escapes, because the shaking camera makes the figure difficult to notice. The same figure is still standing there as she runs past. She turns around the moment she notices it, but there's nobody behind her. After that, the disturbances continue. Sounds echo through the school, doors close on their own, and the same figure keeps appearing and disappearing whenever B tries to look directly at it. It ends when she pushes open a set of double doors and something on the other side suddenly screams at her. B has explored places like this alone for years. If you want to see the full 2-hour investigation, her YouTube channel is on the screen. It's April 21st, 2026. On an isolated bridge deep inside Judy Woods, 2 investigators are setting up their equipment, expecting nothing more than a few voice recordings. But seconds later, one of their cameras suddenly shuts off, before an unseen force appears to shove it back into one investigator's chest. This video was uploaded by the channel Rick's Paranormal Investigations. And once you see how the Woods begin responding to their presence, you'll understand why they swore they would never return.
Welcome back to Rick's Adventures, everyone. Thank you for joining me. We are back in Judy Woods part 2. This video will follow on straight from the other one. And tonight we've got better weather. The Storm David's passed, and we are going to carry on our paranormal research and try and make contact with Judy North, the Headless Horseman, Captain Beavers, or any other.
Mine just stopped.
Is it this?
Blue eyes.
Who's got blue eyes?
Me.
Have you?
Yeah.
It begins with Rick and his partner Lucas setting up motion sensors and EMF meters on an old wooden bridge. They hope to make contact with local spirits like Judy North and Captain Beavers, names they've heard before. At first, everything seems normal. Then the EMF meters spike into the red, while the motion sensors begin triggering on their own with nothing nearby.
To be fair, he's dancing around that cat ball and it's not going off. Basement holds darkness. That cat ball's just gone off, but he's dancing around it and it's not going off. So make of it what you will. All we can do is set up these objects for you guys to see, and when they trigger, then that's all we can report. What was that?
Rick is the first to hear it. Footsteps and rustling leaves right beside him, while Lucas hears absolutely nothing. Whatever is out there seems focused only on Rick, and the deeper they go into the woods, the worse things become.
What?
As soon as you said we're going to move further into the woods, it goes bye-bye.
Did it?
Yeah.
When Rick suggests going further, the spirit box doesn't stay silent.
The rack. Don't know what it means by the rack. 1,850. 1850. 1850. Go read that sign over there, Lucas. I'm sure that says 1850 or something like that.
$1,800 to 1,700. 1870, I mean.
Alice. Have we had an Alice before?
No. We've had a Marek. We've had Marek or Malachi.
Sorry, 1 minute, Lucas.
We are watching you all.
It was at this point my camera just stopped recording for no apparent reason. Yeah, we're still here.
It could be the same spirit walking up and down.
It could be. It's just turned my camera off from recording.
That's going off as well.
EVP again. EMF. Right, I'm going to do the EVP while that EMF's going off, because I think... Whoa, something just moved. I'm not shitting you. It felt like something just pushed my camera, like, towards me. It just felt like something just pushed the camera towards me like that, guys. I'm not even joking. That just fucking scared the bastard life out of me.
Rick's camera suddenly cuts off without warning. Moments later, something unseen appears to shove it hard back into his body. The impact is strong enough to feel, and far too forceful to be blamed on the wind.
I could hear screaming then from a distance. Now, it sounded human-like. It sounded like there's someone on the outskirts of the woods. So I'm not worried about it, but I am aware of it, just in case it gets any closer or any louder. Torchlight down there, Lucas, look. Up there. It's not a car. You can't come down in the car. It's better. No, you can't. So, we have just been startled by something in the woods coming towards us. We saw torchlights. It hasn't passed us yet. So we're just making ourselves a bit more mobile. We dropped some, and we're going to investigate what it was in a minute. So we're just heading back up here onto the bridge because we just had to vacate, like I said, gather all our things together. No, it's not. Because we saw something coming down.
Somewhere beyond the trees, a human scream suddenly tears through the woods. Beneath it comes a deep, guttural growl that sounds nothing like a person. Rick would later call this the worst night he had ever experienced in Judy Woods. But instead of leaving, he pushes deeper into the woods and blows an ancient death whistle he had been saving.
That was sinister. Closer than you think. As soon as I blew the whistle.
Judy North, Captain Beavers, any of us soul?
What was that?
A loud bang suddenly shakes the entire clearing, and whatever is out there seems to answer them directly. That's where the investigation ends. Both men run and don't stop until they make it out of the trees. Rick later said it was their last trip to Judy Woods for a long time. The screams, growls, and psychological pressure they experienced that night were more than they wanted to face again. After hundreds of viewers analyzed the footage frame by frame, many reached the same conclusion. Whatever is inside Judy Woods may not simply haunt the forest, but could be hunting anyone brave enough to enter. This next video features Wendy, a woman from Mexico whose account has nothing to do with the paranormal. Her content is mostly concerts, places she's visited, and ordinary moments from her life. This was filmed while Wendy was in the United States visiting family on the 4th of July. Wendy wasn't even holding the camera. Her daughter was filming the fireworks from a window, just like many people were doing that night. Nobody in the room was looking for anything strange, and that's exactly why this footage is worth watching. Something forms there, then moves smoothly across the shot, keeping the same shape the entire time. It's difficult to dismiss it as smoke, because it doesn't move like smoke normally would. Smoke from fireworks usually spreads, becomes thinner, breaks apart, and loses its shape within seconds. But this object stays completely together across the frame, almost as if something is holding it in one piece. Then it passes in front of the trees. Against the dark branches, we can finally see its true color. It's not a shadow at all. It's white, and it only appeared dark against the sky. The next video features Amy Spindler, a woman who started her TikTok account after strange things began happening inside her house. She would tell people what was happening, but nobody believed her. Every clip she showed was dismissed as a trick of the light or some kind of camera illusion. So Amy eventually installed CCTV cameras, both inside and outside her property. Since then, She's been posting the footage regularly. And to be fair, some of what she shows can still be explained or is simply too unclear to confirm. But on August 2nd of this year, she uploaded 2 clips stitched together, and this time there was no easy explanation for what they captured. "43 minutes past midnight, something suddenly appears in the middle of the footage. It's dark, but not completely solid, and you can slightly see through it as it moves left across the frame before disappearing. Then less than a minute later, it appears again. This time it's in the bottom right near the front door. But instead of moving across the frame like before, it stops and seems to watch the inside of the house. Then the top of the figure begins to glow with a pulsing light, while the rest of it remains completely dark. The glow ends with one final brighter flash before the figure moves toward the house and climbs up the outside wall until it disappears from the frame. So what exactly was watching the door, lighting up and then moving up the wall? We can't verify who filmed the next video, but we know it was recorded at a care home in the United States, where 2 nurses were filming their CCTV monitor after something on the screen had frightened them. We're being upfront about that, rather than making claims we can't confirm. But this footage is still worth watching because something even stranger happens after the recording begins.
Get the light. You think check? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Right there.
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
They are filming the monitor when one of the room doors suddenly closes on its own, and their reaction makes it clear why they're frightened, because they know the room is empty. Nobody is inside. Then the room alarm suddenly goes off. And this is the part you need to notice, because the alarm isn't motion activated or a fault alert. It only sounds when someone pulls the emergency cord by hand. They immediately head toward the room while continuing to film, but nobody is there, while the cord that triggered the alarm is pulled inside the bathroom with no one anywhere near it. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like so you won't miss the next stories on the Terrifying Circle. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or stories you want to share, leave them in the comments below. See you in the next video.